Welcome back to All-American Speedway, the Toyota Napa Auto Parts Bonus Challenge. They reverted back to the previous lap that put Paulie Haraka second on the outside of Jonathan Gomez.
And this is one of my favorite parts about this series, double file restarts. You don't start single file. You got to go right next to someone and race for it.
I love the drama at the end of the race. You never know who's going to come out on top. You may have a late race caution and a restart. They run side by side. It's anybody's guess.
And we've got some drama right now. Paulie Haraka trying to go for that lead on the outside, and Gomez really keeping him at bay. But look at them side by side. They get down into the next corner.
Paulie's trying to keep him pinched down and try to keep him hard, getting on the throttle.
But what he's trying to do is he's trying to make Jonathan Gomez spin the wheels as he comes off the corner. Haraka trying to get that good run coming off where he gets the advantage, but Gomez is really fast and the car's hooking up on the bottom.
You see Gomez a little bit loose there, but he gets on the throttle anyway. And Eric Holmes right behind him in third.
And this is short track racing at its finest. Like we said, this is a tight, fast, racy little bull ring. But look at Haraka on the outside, Phil. That's a power move.
Well, it sure is. And it looks like he's going to have it over Jonathan Gomez if he can just get back down the bottom. Not quite yet.
Gomez is really strong on the bottom line of the track, but it looks like Paulie can get off the corner better, and he does. He's got the lead going into turn 3.
Great battle for 10th right there. Todd Souza, the 13, and the 09 of Gary Lewis.
And Gary Lewis is a championship race car driver, but he has won a lot of the championships in the NASCAR Elite Division when they had the Northwest Series.
A two-time NASCAR champion in the Northwest Tour. Todd Souza, we mentioned earlier, a winner here in the series on the road course.
And right behind him is actually a former Southwest Series champion with the number 50 of Augie Vidovich.
There's Luis Martinez Jr. in the 6th car, remember, teammate to Josh Combs, right behind this battle.
And right now, Moses is trying to look to get past Todd Souza, but everyone jams up coming off the corner. Problems with Eric Holmes.
Wow.
Tough break for Eric Holmes. He's out of it, unfortunately. Looks like he's really slow in mechanical trouble. After 68 laps here at All-American Speedway, Paulie Haraka continues to lead. Everybody bunched up as they come off the corner right there. You can see
trouble on the racetrack off of turn number 2. It looks like David Mayhew was around.
Tough break for David Mayhew. That's twice tonight. So, boy, tough break. He probably feels like he's getting pushed around out there.
He does get going, stays on the lead lap. You see Paulie Haraka pull up behind him, so David Mayhew will stay on the lead lap.
Tough break for Mayhew, who did start 3rd in this event, but 82 laps are down. Paulie Haraka leads. Rookie Jonathan Gomez is in 2nd here at All-American Speedway.
We're back in Roseville, California, getting ready for a restart. Paulie Haraka on the point. Jonathan Gomez on the outside. You can see Eric Holmes trying to work on his car. 17 laps down. It looks like they may be able to get that car back on the racetrack, but not going to get the finish he was looking for.
Yeah, we heard it was a broken axle on the number 20. That's a tough break for Eric Holmes because in the fall race here last year, he lost the brakes in that car.
Just outside of 50 laps to go, Paulie Haraka gets the jump on the restart.
Trying to get that advantage and slam the door on Jonathan Gomez as he comes off the corner. Looks like he's going to have it now.
See Josh Combs in the 9-car side-by-side battle with Greg Pursley for a moment for the 3rd position. First time we've seen Pursley this race.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be the last that we hear of him. Greg Pursley is definitely one of the heavy hitters in this series. He's got a win last year. He would have had 2 wins, but Greg Pursley definitely knows how to wheel one of these cars around. It's a good battle for 6th.
Great battle for 6th. Gary Lewis is 09, Moses Smith, the blue number 16, the black number 21 of Blake Cook, and there's David Mayhew after 2 spins, still battling up in the top 10.
Number 38 is also back there into the mix. That is Troy Ermish. And Troy Ermish driving one of the Dodges out there. He's started 17th, currently 9th, so he's moved up quite a few positions as well.
Yeah, good effort thus far for Troy Ermish. Pulls in right behind the... Augie Vidovich goes way high. Has some sort of a problem with that 50 car.
It looked like he may have had some help from Troy Ermish. Don't know if he laid a bumper on him, but unfortunately, Augie's going to slide up to the top line of the track.
I think Augie is headed toward the garage. We saw just for a second at the top of the screen, Augie headed to the garage area, which is outside the racetrack here at All-American Speedway.
Back into that lap traffic once again. Jack Sellers going a lap down. Oh, look at Paulie Haraka really get loose in the middle of the corner.
You know, remember when Paulie was talking to Bernadette at the very beginning of the show, he said his car was horrible in the first practice session. He tried some new things. It didn't work. They went to back to their tried and true setup in the 2nd practice, and they've been fast ever since. Right now, we have a side-by-side battle for the lead once again. Paulie's on the inside, Paulie Haraka, Jonathan Gomez on the outside.
Yeah, they look like they're going to use Jonathan Hale as a pick, as Hale is going to stay up to the top line of the track. Gomez really has nowhere to go but to fall into line behind Haraka if he wants to try to catch him.
I think right now Jonathan Gomez is hoping that Jonathan Hale somehow can muster up enough speed to get by Paulie Haraka, but nobody's been able to do that.
It almost looked like Gomez was going to sweep to the bottom underneath both of them, but he didn't make the pass. But you can, like...
This is it. This is going to be our first attempt at a green-white checkered. Paulie Haraka on the inside, Jonathan Gomez on the outside.
First race of the season, first green-white checkered of the season to finish up this race, and going to be real interesting to see what happens from here on out. Everybody is on the point, chomping at the bit. We're going to let him go.
So critical to get a good start. Ooh, Paulie Haraka gets a pretty good start. Gomez gets a little bit loose.
He wiggled as he came down the front straightaway, but he's still able to fall right in behind Paulie Haraka, and this time around, they're going to see the white.
No matter what happens, if Paulie Haraka gets the white flag, they will finish this race.
Pursley challenging on the bottom, trying to uproot Gomez as he comes out of the corner, but Gomez gets the advantage coming off the turn.
Paulie Haraka, meanwhile, has the advantage, has 2 or 3 car lengths. He will, trouble on the racetrack. Looks like Pursley's around, but Paulie Haraka will get win number 3 at All-American Speedway.
It happened on the last lap. They don't go to a yellow. It happened right at the very end. They're going to race to the checkered, and Paulie Haraka picks up the win.
Great job by Paulie Haraka, but what a tough break for Greg Pursley.
Tough break indeed. You can see some guys really lighting up the tires as they try to come across the line.
Paulie's in line now for that possible $43,000 bonus from Toyota and Napa. He wins the first one at number 5. Let's take a look at what happened here. Looks like the 9 car gets in the back of Greg Pursley, turns him around. Tough break for Greg Pursley.
Very tough break. He was running 3rd at the time when it happened, but he was able to loop the car and get it pointed in the right direction. And check it out. It didn't look like he lost many positions.
There's another view right there. Looks like Josh Combs just gets in the right rear corner of Greg Pursley and turns him around.
Looked like that Combs was going for the outside going into turn number 3, but just caught the corner of Pursley's bumper.
Tough break for Greg Pursley, but Paulie Haraka will win for the 3rd time in the last 4 races, and we'll meet him at Victory Lane right after this. Paulie Haraka carries the checkered flag. Meanwhile, let's check in with our 2nd place runner. He's with Bernadette Santacola.
All right, Jonathan Gomez, what a tough run he had coming in 2nd place. Most people don't know, though, he was on this track before the race, running 125 laps prior to this and still finishing strong. Tell us about it.
I thought first time I've ever run this many laps in one night, 2 different cars. Everybody, my dad and everybody was pretty worried about me getting tired and not being able to do it, but it wasn't really a problem, and I had a lot of fun. SRL was fun. This deal was a blast. I thought there at the beginning, I thought we were going to have the race won. Nobody had anything, and Paulie come back, and I thought I was going to get him on that last restart too, but no.
Well, you're still
for 2nd.
That's still a great start for you, a great start to the season too, a dominating run really, and like you said, running that many laps. So congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. Yeah, we're as a new team. This is our last year and the year before we kind of did some stuff with some other teams. So this is a startup team with Craig Rodman and Century Boatland Heritage Cattle Company. So it's just been for a first time out or second time out, I guess, with this car. Just could ask for one thing better to be over there, but I'm super excited and thankful for just to be out here doing it. It's a blast.
All right, well, congratulations, Jonathan Gomez, a dominating 2nd place finish.
Thank you.
A career best 2nd place finish for Jonathan Gomez. Let's head back down trackside with Bernadette Santacola.
Okay, here with Josh Combs, who finished 3rd here, but a good start for you and your team.
Yeah, it's really what we need, a confidence builder. You know, after the All-Star Showdown, these guys decided to put me in full-time, and can't thank Sunrise Ford and Brucati and Crosaro and you know, Sunrise Ford Motorsports. They prepare the car, and all my guys do a great job, so can't be happier.
The car ran good for you, though, too. What changes would you have made?
Yeah, the car was awesome. A little tight, but I think everyone was like that, you know, a little tight in the center, but you know, I feel like we did a great job and stayed out of trouble, and what a way to start our rookie year.
Absolutely. Congratulations to you. Josh Combs. Paulie Haraka does it again in Roseville. The number 12 Napa Gold Filters champion for the opening race of 2010. Paulie, it's like deja vu.
This is awesome. I'll tell you what, we had an awesome race car tonight. We unloaded, we weren't that great, but we worked on it. We got a couple other Napa parts, threw those things on there, and made this Toyota really go. I mean, it was fun. It was a lot of slam bang racing. There's plenty of dents and damage. I'm sure he's going to yell at me on Monday morning, but hey, we brought home the trophy, and that's what's important. That's what we're here to do.